Welcome back to Right Now Trending TV. Before we get started, I kindly ask you to please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more videos. Donald Trump is a master negotiator and king of the deal, but did he make the ultimate bargain, selling out to the very deep state he vowed to dismantle? It's a theory swirling around the internet, fueled by none other than Andrew Tate and Candace Owens. Is there fire behind this smoke? Let's dive in. We've all heard the whispers, seen the memes, the deep state, that shadowy cabal pulling the strings from behind the curtain. But did Trump, the self-proclaimed outsider, actually cut a deal with these supposed puppet masters? It's enough to make your head spin. Candace Owens, conservative commentator extraordinaire, has been vocal about her concerns. Known for her sharp wit and unyielding stance on conservative values, Owens has never shied away from speaking her mind. Her critiques often cut through the noise, resonating with a large segment of the American populace who feel unheard. She sees a different Trump on the campaign trail these days. The man who once electrified crowds with his unfiltered rhetoric and bold promises now seems to be taking a different approach. Gone is the fiery outsider, replaced by a more subdued figure. The energy that once defined his rallies appears to have dimmed, leaving many to wonder what has changed. Has the system softened him up? The very system he once vowed to dismantle seems to have enveloped him. Owens points to Trump's acceptance of campaign contributions as a potential sign of compromise. She argues that the influx of money from traditional political donors could be influencing his policies and rhetoric. Has he traded his principles for a shot at the White House? It's a fair question. The Trump of today appears more willing to engage with the political elite he once scorned. The Trump of 2015 was a force of nature. His rallies were a spectacle, drawing in thousands of fervent supporters who believed in his vision for America. He promised to drain the swamp and shake things up. His message was clear. He was an outsider who would challenge the status quo and bring about real change. And he did, for better or worse. But now, the landscape has shifted. The once chaotic and unpredictable rallies have given way to more controlled and polished events. He seems different, tamer. The firebrand who once thrived on controversy and confrontation now appears more measured and cautious. Almost, dare we say it, presidential. This transformation has left many of his supporters and critics alike questioning his true intentions and future direction. Is this a natural evolution or something more sinister? Has Trump adapted to the political landscape, or has he been co-opted by the very forces he once opposed? The answers remain elusive, but one thing is certain. The firebrand has changed, and only time will tell what this means for his political future. Andrew Tate, the internet's favorite alpha male, known for his controversial opinions and bold statements, and self-proclaimed enemy of the Matrix, has also weighed in on the matter. He agrees with Owens. Trump has lost his edge. His once unshakable confidence now seems to waver. Tate believes Trump entered the political arena with the best of intentions, driven by a genuine desire to bring about change. He truly believed he could reason with the establishment, find common ground, and perhaps even reform the system from within. But somewhere along the way, the game changed. The political landscape became more treacherous, more complex. According to Tate, Trump eventually realized the deep state wasn't playing around. The stakes were higher than he had anticipated. They were coming for him, his family, his empire. The pressure was immense and the threats were real. So he did what he had to do. He made a deal that would ensure his survival in the cutthroat world of politics, a deal to protect himself and those he cared about, even if it meant compromising on some of his principles, a deal that may have cost him his soul. The question remains, did Trump get played, or was he simply outmaneuvered in a game where the rules were constantly changing? As we look back on his presidency, it's clear that the challenges he faced were unprecedented. The opposition was fierce, and the support was often conditional. His supporters saw him as a beacon of hope, a disruptor who could challenge the status quo. But even they began to question his decisions as the pressure mounted. Critics argue that he was naive, that he underestimated the power and resilience of the establishment. They believe he was out of his depth, a businessman in a world of seasoned politicians. Whether he was played or simply outplayed, one thing is certain. Trump's journey through the political arena has left an indelible mark on American history. And as the dust settles, we are left to ponder the true cost of his ambition and the legacy he leaves behind. Owens takes it a step further, drawing parallels between Trump and another powerful figure, Elon Musk. She argues that Musk, too, has seemingly been turned by the deep state. His recent actions, she claims, are not those of the free-thinking innovator we once knew. Is this a pattern? Are powerful figures being systematically silenced or controlled? It's a chilling thought. Are Trump and Musk just the tip of the iceberg? Are there countless others who have been compromised, their voices silenced by the powers that be? It's enough to make you want to don a tinfoil hat and head for the hills. So what exactly was in this alleged deal? The specifics are, of course, shrouded in mystery. But the general consensus among conspiracy theorists is this: Trump agreed to soften his stance on certain issues, to play by the rules in exchange for protection. Protection from prosecution, from financial ruin, from harm to himself and his family. It's a classic Faustian bargain. Power and security in exchange for, well, everything else. Is it true? Who knows? But it's a compelling narrative, one that resonates with those who feel powerless against the machinations of the elite. Tate, ever the pragmatist, offers a slightly more charitable interpretation. He suggests that we should consider the human aspect of leadership, especially in the face of relentless pressure and scrutiny. He reminds us that even the strongest among us get tired. Leaders, no matter how powerful or influential, are still human beings with limits. They face immense stress and responsibility, which can take a toll on their physical and mental health. He quotes Napoleon, "Fatigue makes cowards of us all." This famous quote underscores the idea that exhaustion can break even the most resilient individuals. It's a reminder that everyone has a breaking point. Perhaps Trump, after years of relentless attacks and scrutiny, simply ran out of steam. The constant barrage of criticism, investigations, and media attention could wear down anyone, no matter how tough they appear on the outside. Maybe he's not a villain, just a tired old man who wants to enjoy his golden years in peace. After all, everyone deserves a chance to rest and reflect after a lifetime of hard work and challenges. It's a compelling image. Trump, the fighter, finally laying down his sword. But is it realistic? Can a man who has spent his life in the spotlight, constantly fighting battles, truly step away and find peace? Can someone who craves the limelight as much as Trump ever truly walk away? The allure of attention and influence is powerful, and for someone like Trump, it might be difficult to let go completely. And even if he did, would the deep state let him fade away quietly? The intricate web of political power and influence often has its own agenda, and it might not be so easy for Trump to simply disappear from the scene. Or would they continue to pull the strings, ensuring he dances to their tune until his dying day? The idea of unseen forces manipulating events behind the scenes adds another layer of complexity to the narrative. It raises questions about the true extent of control and freedom any leader really has. In the end, the story of Trump, like many leaders before him, is a mix of strength and vulnerability, power and fatigue. It's a reminder that behind the public persona, there is always a human being, subject to the same frailties and challenges as the rest of us. Whether we choose to cut him some slack or hold him accountable, it's important to remember the human side of the story. Perhaps in understanding this, we can find a more balanced perspective on his legacy and the impact of his time in the spotlight. What are your thoughts about this video? Jot your opinion down below in the comments. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more videos. Until next time, ciao.